Hello guys, anyone here joining? Is it audible? If you're here, let me know. Let's wait for some people, and if you have any questions, please drop in. Is it audible? This is my second time coming live here on Facebook. I'm not so much aware of Facebook and stuff. Let's wait for some time. Let's wait for some other people. Who are you? I'm Nenty, the brand ambassador for Nagaland Tourism. I'm from Nagaland. Yeah. Now I can finally see your messages. I can finally see your comments. Hi everybody, please come in. Hello Tos, how are you, Widam? How are you, Alex? Thanks for joining us. It's really good to see all of you. Let's wait for some people for some few minutes. How are you, Alex? Is it my voice audible? Please let me know. Yes, we can hear you. All right. Facebook the same like Instagram, so go with the flow. Okay, Alex, I'll do that. So, how is your day going, guys? How is your day going? What did you do today? Was it a productive day? Let's wait for few more people again, and after that we'll start. I won't take much time. I'll just share my experiences, my journey, yeah, and also about my music life, how I started and stuff. So if you have any questions, you can drop in, and maybe that will help us to have a good conversation as well. I came down to Dimapur yesterday and it's like freaking hot here. Thank you for your likes and a lot of loves. It's awesome, but a bit stressed out. Waiting for you since last night, ma'am Rebecca knows. Oh, so sweet of you, Alex. Thank you so much. Looking stunning, sis. Oh, coming a good compliment coming from our sister Rebecca. I really appreciate sis Rebecca. I've never met you in personally, right? But I'm really looking forward to see you, and you have inspired so many of us in our society, especially for the women. You know, like Naga women in film industry. You know, that's totally, it's way beyond. You have really worked hard on that. So I really appreciate you, and thank you for this platform as well. This is like a very good platform for the Naga youngsters and for the achievers who wanted to come and then share their stories as well. And I hope this platform will influence a lot of people. We will come to learn a lot of things about our society as well. Hi Toki, how is your day going? Shall we wait for some more people? It's around 40:39. Shall we wait for some time? Let's wait for 50 people and start with it. I won't take much time. I have another appointment after this. So I'll try to share as much as I can in half an hour. Fine, happy to see you. Oh, thank you. I hope you had a good day today. Wow, so finally we have crossed 50. We are in 56. Shall we start? Thank you, Tony. Shall we start? If you have any questions, please drop in. I'll be grateful to answer. You looking so awesome. Thank you, Turkey. I think Dimapur weather is making me like more oily. It's really hot today. Hi Muba, good evening. Good evening, bro. Watching from Gujarat. Oh, thank you so much for joining in. Thank you so much. Watching from Ukrul, Manipur. I love Ukrul. I've been there. I also performed 3 years ago with my band, and it was such a very good experiences out there. And the crowd were like really awesome. Shiraz, Henry. Thank you so much. Okay. So, how about like from Gujarat? Did you ever visit Nagaland? Have you ever been to Northeast? Your dream bike. Okay, you're asking me about my dream bike. My dream bike would be something very expensive one, of course. Um, I wanted to go with like BMW GS 1200 if I want to travel, and if I just want to show off and then just go somewhere nearby here, I would prefer R6, like kind of a sports bike. Yeah, and yeah, I like Kawasaki as well, Kawasaki Ninja. Yeah. Hi Ating, how are you? Thank you for joining in. I live in Nagaland. Give you the flame that mechanic data. Ah, okay. That's nice. For me, a bike of yours. Rakesh, if you ever visit Nagaland, let me know if you're from Nagaland or where are you from. I can borrow my bike, but you need to apply an application for that. Like there are so many people who wants to try my bike as well. Hi Ado, thank you so much for joining in. Good to see you. Thank you. Watching from Nainital. Wow. Thank you, Suzanne. Love Nagaland. So you have been here to Nagaland, huh? Thank you. You won't regret coming to Nagaland. We have so many beautiful places to visit here. And especially if you want to know about 16 tribes, you should definitely come during the month of Hornbill. It's like you will see 16 tribes coming together and celebrating this Hornbill. It's really amazing. You get to learn a lot of stuff, like even the food and all. From you are the prettiest biker in the northeast. Im Kong, Kangaplar, Kangaplar, Nong Sang, Long Jar. Good evening, gentlemen. Thank you for joining in. Yes, many times. Watching from Singapore. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining in. By the way, it's very hard for you to accept my friend request. I'm so sorry. If it's on Facebook, I'm not so much active on Facebook. I just upload what I have to upload and I just leave like that. Definitely, I'll check on that. I'm a tired of sharing video, so now I'm gonna listen to you, Dost. Thank you so much, Alex. What are the ventures to promote tourism in Nagaland other than the Hornbill and the natural sceneries? So, now, like in Nagaland, since I was solo touring the whole district of Nagaland last year, it was such an amazing experience for me. I happened to meet different 11 district women organizations. I happened to meet the bikers from every district, and it was such a good experience for me to just get to know their stories and also share my stories to them. So when you're on a bike, you're able to see the beautiful nature, how God created, and you can stop anywhere that you want, and then you can just have a good time. So last year my touring was in the month of July, in the end of July until the mid of July. So I was touring for 26 days, and in Nagaland, now it's 12 district, but last year I did 11 districts. So in every district I spent 2 days, and it wasn't enough for me. I really wanted to stay longer, but I didn't get much time to go out and see the places because I was meeting all these organizations, women organizations. I was meeting bikers club. I was meeting NGOs, and I was doing some interview. So I was kind of like really busy meeting people and talking about it, just sharing, getting their point of views. So I would love to visit again the whole district of Nagaland. That would be like great on it. Watching from Mikalaya. Thank you so much, Carol Hills. Oh, thank you. Wow. I have missed so many of your messages. So I would suggest a biker. If you are a traveler, you can come to Nagaland. You can visit the all. Now we have 12 districts, so you can visit the whole 12 districts, and every district has different. We have 16 tribes, so you will get to know more about our culture and rich traditions, and you won't regret it. If you are a traveler, you definitely love to settle somewhere, and it's totally safe for me. So I would say that safe to travel because last year I was solo touring and nothing happened with me. So I would say that it's really safe out here to travel, and also you get to meet a lot of nice good people on the way as well. Good evening from Sikkim Gangdog. What about the tourist permit in your state? Now it's open. Now totally it's not open, but for the tourist permit, you have to get from the from tourist department. They have a group of teams. So if you want to come to Nagaland, they will assist anything. And if you need any help as well, just leave me a message. I will definitely try to help you out. I'll definitely help you guys to have a contact with the right people, and it will be honor to have you guys in Nagaland and see the beautiful nature of Nagaland. This winter, I'm planning to organize biking venture starting from Delhi to Nagaland and planning to maximize stoppage on the way, connecting passionate bikers. Wow, that's really amazing. That's a really good plan actually. I would suggest you to in Delhi, like I have my other female biker friends as well from Delhi. So if you can connect with them and then make a plan and come here, that would be like great. Pork garlic ginger recipe, yeah. Now you are making me hungry. So let me talk about it, like why I decided to solo tour last year. It is because like I learned how to ride motorcycle 7-8 years ago, and I really wanted. I'm kind of like an adventurous lady, so I really always wanted to travel, and I happened to go to Ladakh, and that was my life-changing game. I really had a good time, and I have so many testimonies during my tour as well. And after I came back from Ladakh, I decided I got a job actually. So after I returned from Ladakh 2 years ago, I got a job, and I was working in a bank. I was looking after the government salary I got in a private bank, and after that, I decided to get a bike through loan. Since I was the employee there, I wanted to, get a bike that will help me to, for my transportation as well. So I got my bike and I decided to solo tour the whole district of Nagaland. So I decided like, okay, now if I'm just here in the four walls, I wanted to do something very productive in my life. I just don't want to sit in this computer and then just spend the whole routine every day. So I decided like I will leave this job and I will solo tour the whole Nagaland. So I talked with my family, my mom. I have 3 elder sisters and 1 elder brother. So I shared how I really wanted to solo tour. And my sisters, my mom, they were very supportive. They were like, okay, if you want to do that, then definitely we will support you if you want to do, like if that is your decision. And I never imagined that our governor, our ex-governor, he would like, flag off my tour. I never imagined of that. I just thought like maybe I'll just call some of my very good friends, my very close friends, my mom, my relatives, my sisters, and like I'll just take a prayer from home. I'll invite a pastor. I'll just pray from home, and I will start my tour. That was my part of a plan. But before my touring, I fasted for 21 days, and I really wanted to make sure that it is also the will of God, because whatever I'm doing, whatever vision I have, if it is not the purpose, if it's not God's purpose, or if it's not God's will, then it won't be a fruitful one. So I decided to fast for 21 days, and I read a lot of people who are into adventurous things. So I was working in a bank, and meantime I was meeting during my break time, lunch time. I even sacrificed my lunch time, and I was meeting all this adventurous person like Tichakele, like Yakuza. They are like legends in Nagaland. So I was making an appointment with them too, and then I was asking them a lot of questions about Nagaland. Okay, so please tell me, how was your experience about Nagaland tour, or what were the challenges that you faced during your tour? So that was a thing that I was asking a lot of questions to them. And then the Chakili was like my GPS before my tour, like I literally went to the GIS office. I printed out the whole Nagaland map, and I asked him, okay, Akile, so here's the map. Now you have to explain me which way to go and which way would be the best for me to travel. And since I'm like traveling alone, I don't want to take risks myself also, right? So Akile really helped me to, you have to go this way. And then he made a map for me, and that was really helpful. And even I learned a lot from Yaguza. I was asking him, he's a bamboo bicycle guy. So I was asking him, okay, so what are the challenges that you face during your tour, or what are the things that I should really know as an adventurer person? You know, I was asking a lot of questions. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they even feel kind of irritated sometimes, or you know what, because I was asking a lot of silly questions as well. But then you know, they didn't hesitate, like they were very much willing to help me out, get like input me a lot of informations about Nagaland. So after that I, before my touring, now for the tour I need to sacrifice something. In order to achieve something, we need to sacrifice something. So for this tour, it was just not a tour for me. It was more beyond, you know, I feel like it was God's purpose only, and I really wanted to make sure that whatever I do, it was God's will, right? So instead of going outside hanging out with friends 10 times, I decreased into 5 times. I used to eat supari as well, so I even sacrificed, you know, stopping, you know, I even sacrificed eating all the suparis, because even like, you know, if you want to learn something, you need to research, you need to do a lot of study, you know. So if you want to get the blessings, to get the blessings, you need to sacrifice a lot of things in our life. That's what I've learned, and I applied that formula, and it really did work. And because of that formula only, I'm like, today I'm happy that I was able to tour the whole Nagaland alone, all alone on motorcycle. Just imagine me myself alone. I'm also kind of confused. I mean, sometimes I can't believe myself. Oh my God, like seriously, that was like me alone touring the whole Nagaland. I've never imagined that, you know. But I discipline my life, you know. You have to discipline yourself. Motorcycling things has really taught me to discipline myself, and also minimize my friends. If I go 10 times, I think and I make a decision, okay, I'll go like twice or thrice, okay. And that remaining time, I do a lot of research on YouTube about touring, about a lot of things. So when you sacrifice something, you always gain something. That's what I've learned. And so that happened, and then our governor, I happened to meet governor before my touring, and our governor was like, Onen, me and my wife will come and then flag off your tour. This is good initiative. So I will come and like I'll flag off your tour. And our governor, he asked me, okay, so since I'm gonna come and flag off your tour, how many people are you gonna invite? I told him, sir, maybe just around 20 people. And our governor was like, no, Onen, you have to call more than 50. Governor is coming to grace your occasion. Now you need to, I can't just come and then give message to 20-30 people. You need to call 50 people at least. So I said, okay. And I invited my close friends and relatives, and then what's a Tulongchim group, which is women organizations from our tribe. So everybody came, and then, you know, I really had a pleasant time. And during my tour, there are so many funny incidents, you know. Some people thought, like, at that time I had a blonde hair. So people thought like, okay, so people thought like I'm not Naga. People thought that I'm from outside, like, you know, foreigners. And when I stop on the way, and when I talk to them in Nagamese, Kitiwa ayese, or if I say something like Kuti jayese, you know, if I just ask something, you know, if I just ask any questions in Nagamese, they will be like, huh? This is like Naga? You know, I really like that reaction. And every time when I see a woman on the way, like coming from the field or coming from the, you know, like if they're just going around, if I see any person or any woman, especially women, I'll just stop and I'll just talk to them. And that reaction on the faces is like amazing. You can see so many things on that expression, you know. and they were really happy that I spoke to them in Nagamese, and then they were like, oh yeah, and then that I really had a wonderful time. And during my tour, I happened to carry my ukulele, which is like a small guitar. It has a 4 strings. So I was taking this ukulele with me. So whenever I see a good place or whenever I want to just rest, I'll just sit and then I'll just play ukulele and I'll just sing along. So on my way to Moon from Longland, there was a morong in a jungle. So I happened to just stop there and I was just singing Amazing Grace, Amazing Grace. So while I was singing that song, there were 2 older women. They were coming from a field. So they were like smiling at me, and first I was like, okay, I feel a little bit hesitant to sing, but then they seemed to enjoy what I was singing. So I kept on singing with my ukulele, and then these 2 utsu, we call it utsu in our grandma. So they were coming from the field with a lot of like kuris, with a lot of firewood, and then they stopped, and I tried to talk with them, and it happened that they can't talk, like they were like dumb. So that really again touched my heart, like, oh, this is like they can't, and both of them were dumb, like they can't talk, like that was their problem, and that really touched my heart. I thought like maybe I can sing more for them, and they seemed to enjoy what I was singing as well. So I sang some songs for them, and then I had a chocolate in my bag, so I gave them my chocolates, and they have never seen the chocolate. Like the expression on the face was, what is this? Like, how do I eat? She was talking to me in their sign language since they can't talk. So I told them like, you have to open it and you have to eat. So that was one of the very good experience and heart-touching moment, and also, that memories I can't forget it. And also, yeah, and I happened to lose my GoPro, so I was really upset about it, losing my GoPro, because everything about my touring was documented in that GoPro, and it was on my way to Uka to Zanabatu, and I happened to notice that missing GoPro only on the way. There is a preach from this thing to young preach asina makokchung chala rasta there. So I happened to notice there only, like, oh my god, my GoPro is lost now, where can I find it? And I was really sad. I thought like, oh well, I don't think I will ever find it, So I happened to turn my bike. It was a really heavy bike at the time because I was carrying a lot of tire tubes, ranges. I was carrying a lot of spare parts, and obviously a lot of my clothes as well. So that was, again, my motorbike was so heavy, but I managed to turn my bike, and then I went back to search my GoPro, and I was really sad. I was really, really sad. Like, I thought like, now all the memories will be gone. Now whatever I've seen, what I've witnessed, people won't be able to see. Now everything will be on my mind only. That's what I thought. And when I returned, I saw two sumo driver. They were coming, and then the sumo driver literally came out his hand out of his window, and then he was showing his GoPro. I mean my GoPro. He told me that he saw that I was overtaking him, and then he saw my GoPro getting off from my bike, and he stopped, and then he searched my GoPro, and then he returned it back to me. So that was very nice and very good humanity. That was really good of him that he decided to stop his vehicle and then search my GoPro. And one good thing is that video is documented in my GoPro. Everything, every searching, the moment that he found my GoPro, everything is recorded on that GoPro. So still, I still get goosebumps. Like, I know I have like so many interesting stories. So he literally picked up, and so everything is like documented over there. And I call up my sister, this thing happened to me, please go and meet this person and thank him, thank him that he was so nice of him. He came, and then he he searched my GoPro, and then he returned it to me, so please go and meet him. And that was one good experience. And people thought, so it was in the month of monsoon season. I was wearing all this raincoat. Though wearing raincoat, raincoat lagado khali motan nishnai thiki na, like no shape at all, it's just box, right? So I was riding, and then there is a bridge called Akash Bridge on the way to Gifri. Akash Bridge in Nagaland on my way to Gifri. Though tik Akash Bridge je bungtina rakhi takisle, there were two truck drivers tangla truck to biohina taishe, and they were fixing that truck. And then I stopped nearby them, and then there was a signboard like Kifri iman kilometer ase, inagade iman kilometer ase nagalikhina ase signboard te. I stopped there and I was taking selfie, and then these two truck drivers, they were literally arguing among themselves that nah itu mai gesi, nah itu mutase. So it was kind of I can literally hear that, not like having argument among them that I'm a lady, I'm a guy, like that. So I was really enjoying listening to that conversation. and they were like, nah, sabi na, mutasi do, moiki paik no chilay do. They were having that kind of a conversation. But then that guy, he saw my hair out of my helmet, chuli do tikito na. So, that was their kind of a puzzle moment. And I decided not to talk to them. I was like, I will let them decide, like, kun magyasa kun motazin, let them decide. I won't just talk, I'll just let it be a mystery for them. And I'll just go, and I just started my bike and I left. So that was another funny incident. And actually, flag off happened in the morning around 9. The morning 9, flag off 7 did actually. After meeting all those media and then meeting with the governor, we had a breakfast with the whole invitees. So after that, I happened to move from Kohima around 9 in the morning, and I reached Kifri, the first district. I reached around 7:30 p.m. It was so dark, and going to Kifri was my first time. I've never been there, right? So reaching this Kifri, and then 7:30 Pungje said, now what I have to do is, I've never been there, I need to make sure that people are standing on the way, or at least I'll be able to get some safety, security. And then that was my first time, first day of traveling for my touring. Though it was reaching 6:30, now it was totally dark. And then there's a place called Akiko. I was crossing the Akiko, and it was like really beautiful place. I remember the view was so beautiful, so I stopped by and I was just clicking some pictures, like selfie. So there were some young people, Takankari Rikina, they were also enjoying the view. So the guy, but then I should say that was very sweet of him. So this guy, he came, and then he was like, bro, you need any help? Photo kichidiwo, na. So I was like, huh? Ako na hujaw, and he was like, oh, bro, no ito, na. It's sister, and he went back na. So that was another very funny incident. I didn't take off my helmet. I was just wearing my helmet and I was taking selfie. So he couldn't notice whether I'm a girl or a boy. He didn't notice that I was a girl. So he came directly and like, bro, you need any help? Like, do you want me to click your picture? And that's how he approached me. And, that was another very good, from his side, very thoughtful. So if we have this kind of character, if you have this kind of a manner, I'm pretty sure the people coming from the outside will definitely learn a lot of things from Nagaland, and also they would love to come back again and again, and meet all the people out here and have a good time. They would love to come every time. All right, that's what I wanted to say. And yeah, so what I did during my tour was I was meeting these women organizations. So during my tour, I have met so many talented, passionate, well-educated, very learned person. Even for the women, I have met so many of them, and that really, their hospitality, the way that they I happen to eat varieties of their rich food, and I used to get all of their shawls and necklace. So that really touched my heart, and that really, gave me a bigger picture that, okay, if our Nagaland is this much good in hospitality, definitely people from the outside would love to come, and they will learn a lot from Nagaland, and they will go back home and they will say about our Nagaland, and they will, it will be a big lesson for the outside state of Nagaland. So what I used to tell these people that I met during my tour is, we all are very educated. Yeah, everybody is educated, and then very passionate person, very passionate people, dreamers. We have so many dreamers that I want to do this, I want to do that. So I was meeting a lot of people during my tour, and what I used to tell them is, we Nagas are educated, we Nagas can do so many things. What we really need to do now is to support one another and encourage one another. That's what I feel. We should never stop supporting each other. We should never stop, uplifting one another. That was my message during my tour. Every woman organizations, we said for nearly 2-3 hours. We talk a lot, right? So I was also getting to know the stories, and we were talking about it. Though okay, you're asking me to talk in Nagamese, but again we have people from the other states here, so I'm just trying to talk in about the language. Though, so I told them that we seriously need to encourage one another, uplift one another, and that will be the message for the women. If you are asking me what will be your message for the Naga women in Nagaland, my message would be, we should not stop uplifting, supporting one another. We should always try to learn how to, be thankful, learn how to be good to each other. One silly mistake doesn't define the person. Even on social media, this is what I tell to the people. So just yesterday I was trolling a lot on social media. So actually we should know that the basic word of women empowerment. We Naga ladies are already empowered. We are empowered. Just that we need support from each other. We need to uplift one another. So, degrading one woman to uplift one woman is not woman empowerment. But in general, uplifting everybody in general, that is a woman empowerment. So, we should learn. What I've learned during this time is, we should really not stop talking about women empowerment. Sometimes people they give a comments like, we don't need women empowerment, we are already empowered. Yes, Naga women are already empowered. Yeah, we are already empowered, but just that we need to uplift one another. But then from the trolling that I understood that we should not stop talking about women empowerment. Some people don't even know the basic uh, basic word of women empowerment. So this might sound a little bit rude, but we should talk practically and what's happening in our society. We should make the use of, you know, this. We should make use of this platform, a social media platform, to uplift and to encourage, but not to degrade a person or not to defame a person. You know, I'm really working hard. I'm starting from my scratch. I sacrifice my time. I risked my life to solo tour. You know, you risk your life to do something in your life. So when a person try to defame it, your hard work, your sacrifices, that means you are insulting God's purpose as well. Let's keep that in mind. If you are insulting someone's hard work, you are insulting God's purpose. And we are all here for God's purpose. We are all gifted and talented in a different ways, right? Nobody is perfect. We are all learning. And the single person, like, you know, if you're good at singing, keep singing. You're listening to your voice is, you know, like, you're making somebody smile through your songs, through your voices, or whatever you do. So why I decided to ride motorcycle, there's another one more story. So whenever I ride my motorcycle on the road, in anywhere, like even in town, you know, I get messages on Instagram or in Facebook that, see, that was really good to see you. People, I get comments that, sis, it was really good to see you, like, that was really, you know, mula face light hui she, mula mun halka ho she digi ina par garna thaka. That was very refreshing to see you on the bike. So I was very grateful, and in fact I was more thankful to God that, oh God, you know, you blessed this motorbike to me. I'm riding it, and people are happy about it, happy to see me riding this bike. If I do continue, if I happen to ride in all the districts, I'm pretty sure the people will be amazed. Naga people will be amazed, and then they will feel empowered. They might wanted to come out of something, and when they see me, you know, sometimes we need inspiration, right? Sometimes we need inspiration from each other. So I just wanted to make use of this platform and then solo tour the whole Nagaland. So I got a lot of messages, and that was very pleasant time. I mean, that really makes me feel good. You know, when you get positive messages from the people, you really feel the good vibes, right? So that was it. So that was the experience. And about my music, my dad, he was very talented, I should say. I saw him, he passed away in the year 2011. My dad was a police officer. My dad, he really inspired me a lot in my life. He won a governor's award from our governor for being, you know, like, for the sacrifice of his duty. So I've learned so many things. My dad would teach me how to dismantle his pistol. My dad would teach me how to iron his uniform, and even brush his, you know, shoes, how to brush them, how to iron the clothes correctly. So I also grew up in that environment. And my papa lote, I was in barracks for 2 years. I ate all this police ration, roti, chal, all this dal, you know. So so I also grew up in that environment. So it really helped me a lot to take a brave decision in my life. And what inspired me to ride motorcycle is also because I saw one Assamese lady. She was wearing this traditional attire, sari, and now Garina, she was riding a scooty. So that was a time when I was in class 4 or 5, and that time riding a scooty at the time, I was really amazed how a lady is able to ride scooty with that traditional attire. So that really got my attention, and that really inspired me a lot. I still can picture very clearly how she was wearing, and then it really helped me. It really inspired me a lot. So, and then most of my friends from Dimapur, after I passed out class 10, I was in Dimapur only. I studied here, I graduated here. So most of my friends were also guys. And my friends, since my friends were, most of them were guys only, they had bikes, cool bikes. And I'm very thankful to them that they didn't hesitate to, offer their bikes to them to ride it. So at the time, I had my scooty. So what we do is, like, sometimes we exchange our bikes and scooty, and then I'm able to, and then I'll ride around and down. And I'll just want to say that whatever I have done today, or whatever I have done last year for the touring, that is, that experiences that I had today is like because of a man who taught me how to ride a motorcycle. So just imagine you teaching a woman or supporting a woman morally, or supporting a woman through, like, mentality, or in any way, just imagine, just because of a man who taught me how to ride a motorcycle, I was able to solo tour the whole Nagaland, spreading the word of women empowerment, or following my motto, passion with a mission. Just imagine, tomorrow there will be so many ladies who will be going international, who will be doing a lot of. So just imagine, like, a guy who taught me how to motorcycle has really impact in my life, in our society. Imagine you supporting the other women in different fields. It's not necessary to be just motorcycle, but if they wanted to achieve something, if they have a dream, motivate them, give them, like, encouragement, give them a lot of advice, and tell them that you are there to support them. That will really help them to achieve greater heights. So let's not stop encouraging one another. Let's not stop motivating one another. Let's keep on doing what we love to do, and also let's try to be there for each other. That would be my message today. So so I have so many things to say. Actually, I have like just 26 days of touring had taught me so many things, so many examples in my life. If I keep on talking, I won't finish here. It will go on the whole night. And I have another appointment meeting at 6. And I have been talking for the past 50 minutes. Yeah. But then it's really a good platform. Thank you so much, Sister Rebecca, for giving me this platform to share my stories, and also share my experiences for my last year. And whatever I have done today, it's all because of God's grace. It is not by my strength alone, but God's grace and His mercy. And I am very happy to come up with two-wheelers training as well. I thought, like, just few women will turn up for this free coaching, for free two-wheeler coaching. I thought like only 15 to 20 people will turn up, but then just in 2 days, 98 women has registered. They from Kohima. So I'm like really excited. I'm looking forward that this training, this free coaching training, will help them to be more independent, not depending on their wife or boyfriends to come and pick them up, like, you know, mutakan bi Uber driver na. So this will really help a woman to be independent and then able to go to her work. Kam dibi aram ba jawle parwo. Maiki can be school the school dibi aram ba jai na hil parbo. And most of all, Kohima, we have a traffic problem. It's like really headache, right? So this will really help these ladies to overcome the traffic and also do whatever work they have to do it. So was planning about this free coaching Scooty laga tika ule laga to, was planning for like week now, 1 week in a plan granahi na taki share. I had a discussion. I have a wonderful team in my Kongro Naga society. So my team, we had a discussion, we had a meeting, and we decided to approach Nagaland two-wheeler taxi from Kohima, and then they were so much willing to come forward and then help. They're gonna sacrifice their time, morning 6 to 9 training too, and then this Nagaland two-wheeler taxi associations, they're gonna sacrifice their morning time so that the ladies will learn how to ride scooty, and from 9 morning 9 brado manosabi come the shuru hui jai. So from there they will take their scooty and then they will start earning their money. So I'm very much excited and also looking forward that this first station of learning scooty will help this thing, a lot of women, even to get employed, even to become a delivery person, even to become taxi driver, two-wheeler taxi driver. So it will help them to employ also. And then looking at these conditions in Nagaland, now so many people have come from the outside. Now these people, for the past few months, people will sustain, family will be able to look at them. But then next year it's going to be worse. Our people will have hard time next year. So I would request all the NGOs or all this government, and as a society, as a community, we should support our locals, we should support our local business, we should support each other during this time so that we will go through this COVID-19 hardships, and we will learn a lot of things and uplift one another, and then we will be able to sustain, and we will be able to live our livelihood every day, And I'm just very much excited. Please keep on upholding in your prayers about this event as well. And this is it. So that is the plan now. I'm coming up with a no movement hashtag no movement hashtag support your locals. Let's support our locals. Let's support our local vendors. Let's support the community. Let's support young people to get employed. Let's support one another. That will be my message. I'll go off now. I would really like to thank all of you for joining in my live session. It was such a really great honor for me to share my experience and also my journey, what I've learned during my journey. There are so many things, but for today I'll stop here since I have to attend another meeting now. And thank you so much for joining in. Thank you so much. If you have any questions, you can just leave me a message on I'm very much active on Instagram, or you can even leave a message here. I'll try to check Facebook from now on. So if you need any inquiry, and people from the outside the Nagaland state, if you need any assessment, let me know. If you want to visit Nagaland, if you need any help, I'll be willing to help you guys out, to reach out the right people at the right time. And also I've been seeing a lot of positive messages, comments here. Thank you so much for your support. Only I'm able to go through, I'm able to do so many things in my life. Let's keep on doing this. Let's keep on spreading the good vibes and positive among Nagas. Thank you.